In this video, we'll be looking at Bananasana in Yin Yoga. What a fantastic name, right? So as the name implies, we are making a banana shape out of our body, or a crescent moon shape, it's sometimes described as. So this pose is a side body opener, really fantastic pose for targeting the gallbladder meridian in Chinese medicine, which runs up the side of our leg and our outer hip and weaves through the rib cage. We also do some upper body meridian work as we extend our arms up overhead, so working into the heart meridian, the small intestines, large intestines, lungs. It's a relatively simple pose, however, there are a few different ways that we can approach it. One thing that's worth remembering is that we really want to try and keep both sit bones and both shoulders as grounded as possible in this pose. Okay, so coming to our backs. And I'm going to take the banana shape to the right first of all, which is going to offer me a stretch through the left side body. So walking both feet over to the right, notice how I'm not letting that back hip roll up and over. I'm keeping both of my sit bones down, and I'm already beginning to feel a stretch here in the IT band area of that leg, of that left leg. Then we take our arms somewhere overhead, so maybe into a cactus shape might feel right for you, or maybe you're more comfortable bringing the arms all the way overhead. And then we kind of take a little shuffle through the upper body, and this is our Bananasana. Now, in some cases, that left shoulder there may have risen up very slightly, in which case then you can pop just a little rolled up blanket underneath to make it a little bit more comfortable and even it out there. My elbow's quite high here, so in some cases, again, it might feel nice to have some kind of cushion, for example. Let me show you on this side, underneath that elbow there. And if you want your arms completely overhead, because what feels right in your chest and your side body, but your arms are kind of dangling, then it's not going to be sustainable to hold the arms here for 5 minutes without really applying some kind of engagement in our muscles to keep them there. So make sure that you prop accordingly if that's the case. So bring the blocks, the cushions, whatever you're using underneath your upper arms. And of course, it's not necessary to have the arms all the way there. You can just have them in a sort of more of a cactus shape. Coming back to this side to show you, you might see it a little bit more clearly. And we can take hold of, so I'm doing the left side body as my stretch, and we can lightly take hold of that left wrist with the right arm. But please make sure that you're not overly pulling here. We don't want to create any tension in the shoulder joint or in the neck, so keep it very light if that's something that you're doing. And another thing that we can do here is we can take one foot over the other. Now, whether that's left over right or right over left, it depends on the person. And this can offer you a deeper stretch in this outer hip IT band area there, running along the outside of that left leg. But by no means is that necessary. Often we just feel enough stimulation here, especially as the time goes on. And then you would bring your torso back to center, your legs back to center, and maybe rebound just with in a sort of pentacle pose here in the middle, in a star-shaped type pose. Feeling the difference between one side of your body and the other before repeating the process on the other side. I know I've been shuffling a bit side to side here for the sake of demoing it, but of course everything would be done a little bit more slowly and mindfully in your yin practice. Now there is one other option you can take here. So we can take a loop of a belt around your foot, and keeping that length there, that's going to be for our arm. And then we take ourselves into our banana shape. And then you take so I've gone to the right with my banana. So I take my right arm, I take the belt in my left arm, and I take the bottom arm, the right arm, and I apply that little bit of pressure, almost like a sort of bow and arrow. And this is really opening up that outer hip area for me and right into that side waist. So it can offer quite a juicy stretch. If you are taking this variation, make sure that you're not creating tension in the shoulder, in the neck area. So as always, even though we're using this strap, we still come to this 60% capacity. And then, you know, as time goes on, if we want to deepen it, then we can shorten the loop and intensify the stretch, but don't go there straight away. Allow it to be a process that happens as the minutes go on. And then we would release, come back to center, draw your foot in, remove the prop, pop the loop onto the other foot, and then repeat the process on the other side. So for some of you, using that yoga strap may help you access that deeper stretch into the outer hip IT band area. Okay, so that is Bananasana. Thank you for watching. Namaste.